switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s bitch. I love it. I love it. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please. We gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s bitch. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it.
Tone, how we doing? What's
Fine.
going on? All right.
Honestly, not great at yesterday.
Yeah, from what I heard or what I saw on the
In the Discord,
the Discord, it didn't look too pretty.
it was not great.
I only ended up taking one MLB play, and it was that
Really?
damn Ubik play. Yeah, I just like had so much shit I was doing, and then I was like, "Fuck, I forgot."
It's NBA playoffs. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I have like 6 plays rolling a day for fucking NBA, so that's kind of my main priority right now. But MLB was still gonna make some cash, and today I do have
Hell
plays.
yeah.
I already put out some plays, so we're cooking.
Did
with
you
that.
now?
Yeah, I did last night, but I have other plays for today
Okay.
as well. I only have a few though, but nonetheless, we're gonna start out with the Cardinals and Braves 12-15. So by the end of this stream, it's pretty much gonna be starting. Cardinals Braves plus 148 for the Cardinals, minus 155 for the Braves. Over under is 9.5. Money line on Atlanta, spread on Atlanta, over under on Atlanta. Bryce Elder and Miles are on the mound. Where you at for this one?
Yeah, so some confirmed lineups are coming out right now, so I was checking those out as we go. I want to make sure that, we got good lineups in our favor for the bets that we make. But I think as of right now, I kind of like the under of you said 9.5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feels like a pretty tall order. Again, Miles Michaelis, Bryce Elder, not two pitchers that I really trust to limit damage. But, you got two offenses that aren't real powerhouses at this point in the season. So I think 9.5 is a little high there.
Yeah, you can get it minus 120
also-
on DK.
It's an interesting play for sure. I also wrote down Bryce Elder under 4.5 Ks. Although since I wrote that down, I think the price for that has gone up. I think it's now like minus 140. So although I do like the line, I don't think I'll be on that one.
Yeah, it's minus 142 from what I'm seeing. If you bet 365, you can get at minus 135. But yeah, definitely going up a bit. But you played it yourself, or did you just write it down?
No, I just wrote it down. I didn't get to it. I mean, the Cardinals lineup's kind of interesting. Like the first half of their order is really good at avoiding strikeouts. The back half has some pretty high strikeout rates. But in this specific matchup, I think some of their guys like Victor Scott, Jordan Walker can do a decent job, at least better than they normally do at avoiding strikeouts. But yeah, minus 140. Probably could find an angle that I like better for that price.
Yeah, just take the under on the total. There you go. Minus 120. Get it done. How you doing?
Very well do that.
Yankees Guardians are going to be our next game. Minus 157 for the Yankees, plus 144 for the Guardians. Over under is 8 and 8.5. Totals with the Yanks, spreads with the Yanks, totals on the under. Rodon and Ortiz are on the mounds. Do you have any plays for this game?
Not yet. I don't have any official plays going right now, but there is a good bit of action I can find myself in this one. I feel like I've taken Carlos Rodon over strikeouts every time he's been out this season, and it's been doing pretty good. So I think I could definitely find myself on that once again. And Luis Ortiz, I wrote down to go over 15.5 outs. He's having a pretty good year this year. I know Yankees lineup is yeah, honestly, I kind of feel like outside of Judge, I'm not like overly scared of this lineup. So Luis Ortiz, how many times has he gone? I don't think he's gone over 15.5 outs too many times. What was it this year? He's done it in half of his starts this year. He's gone 6 against the Angels, 17 outs against the Royals. It's a like minus 105 price. I don't hate it. And to go at 16 outs, low line.
Yeah, no, I like that spot a lot. I'm looking. Hold on,
Trying to find his under.
I'm looking
Here we
everything
go.
up right now to see what I can find.
His
here.
yeah. His surface stats, his ERA and his WHIP is not great. I will say that though.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I definitely like this spot for sure.
Rodon strikeouts feels fucking
I feel
good
it's
though.
juicy.
Let's-
889.
I'm gonna pull up his
Cleveland strikes at the 6th most. That applies 15 games. Created 9th fewest runs.
looks like
Hmm.
6.5. We got plus 128.
Yeah,
we can
no,
even
it's
go
not bad at all.
to dude 7.5 plus 260.
The value's
I mean,
there.
the top of this, the 1-2 of this order with Juan and Ramirez, like, gonna be tough to get some strikeouts here. But everybody else outside of that don't feel, don't feel like they are gonna be avoiding strikeouts too much. Although
They have 4 switch hitters. Holy shit! I didn't
trying to
realize
see,
that.
I think the Guardians changed their lineup a little bit. Let me get this confirmed lineup real quick.
Justin saying
they
Yanks
got-
-1.
I got Quan 1, Arias 2, Ramirez 3, Santana, Will Wilson, Angel Martinez, Noel, Hedges, Rocchio. Yeah, like from Wilson, their 5-hitter down to 9. I feel like they could get punched out a couple times in against Rodon. Arias, even a dude batting second, has a pretty high strikeout total. So like outside of Quan and Ramirez, I feel like Rodon has a really good matchup here in terms of strikeouts.
All right, we can definitely rip it. I like the play, especially for the plus money value. Definitely a good spot. Jacob asked, "Are you guys doing a draft shoot tomorrow?" Off topic, sorry. No, we are not, Jacob. Apologies. I might do it on
First time in many years you're not.
Yeah. I might do one on this channel. I was thinking about it. With Stain.
You think about doing it in office or just at your spot?
I was thinking about maybe doing it over like Discord so everyone can just kind of stay where they're at. And have it kind of like how we have it set up here where it's like me, you, or whatever. Like Stain could be there if you want to go and you want to do it in the office, whatever. If you want to hop in. I don't know. We can discuss this later, but that was a thought process I had of just an idea. Because it's a late, obviously it starts at 8. So I know Steen ain't gonna want to be out too late.
No, you so right. Honestly, like I'm gonna get tired of shit by 8 Thursday night.
That's what I'm saying. It's it's for the boys. It's an early. I mean, it's a late start. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's
we might
super
do
late
something.
kickoff.
I'll keep you in the loop, Jacob. Make sure you're in the Discords. I'll make an announcement for whatever we decide to do. But let's keep it pushing.
All right.
Next.
Rodon. I need to write these down. Rodon, I'm hopping on. Faux show.
Yeah, pause. Padres, Tigers, plus 147, minus 155. Over-unders 8.5. Money line is at 56%. Detroit. San Diego 43. Spread is with San Diego. Totals on the over. Kyle Hart and Reese Olson are on the mounds. Oh my God, I had a coffee standing at my door. I forgot about that.
Huge. All right. Well, Kyle Hart, Reese Olson. Kyle Hart's not a dude that I have a ton of confidence in. Don't really, want to back him. Even against a relatively weaker Tigers offense. I did write down Reese Olson over 15.5 outs as something that I thought was interesting. Only went over this line once this season, and it was against the White Sox. So easy matchup. He did it. The other couple times he did not get 16 outs. Dodgers, Twins, Royals. So kind of a rough start for Reese Olson at the start of the year. But this is a line that he went over in 54% of his games last year. And you know what? The Padres, they're very top-heavy offense. They still got Tatis. They still got Machado. But with no Luis Arraez, the depth of this lineup seems to have dried up pretty quickly. And I think it could be a spot where Reese Olson takes advantage here. I want to see if we do have a confirmed lineup. So Sheets batting second. Sheets is actually doing really well. I kind of like this new swing he's got going on in San Diego. Bogarts is still Bogarts. And then after that, it's just not a whole lot to like about this San Diego offense. You also got Martin Maldonado, who is an automatic out at the plate.
Saying Reese will go over. Put money on Tatis and you'll profit.
Go over outs and then Tatis will do what?
Put money on anything and he'll profit. Put anything on Tatis.
I see. Nah, facts. But what do you think about Olsen outs? I think I like that one.
No,
it is like minus 125 though.
It's a little. It's a little bit of juice, but it's not too crazy. I like that spot a lot.
Is there a better 125 out there, or a better price?
Minus 120, bet MGM.
All right.
Minus 150. Oh no, that's okay. Sorry, with an increased line, it's minus 115 on ESPN Bet. Which makes me feel like minus 120
for 16.5 outs.
For 17.5 out, it's at ESPN Bet, so it's raised.
Wait. 17.5 out. Over 17.5 outs is minus 110.
Minus 115 on ESPN Bet. They're the only one that's at 17.5. Everyone else at 15.5 or 16.5. Yeah.
Are you sure that's the over, not the under?
No, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm looking at it right now. And they have the under.
Wait,
at
there's a miscommunication here between us because
no, I know what you're looking at. Trust me, I know you're looking at outs. I'm telling you, ESPN Bet is the only one at 17.5. 15.5 is at FanDuel. 16.5 at BetMGM.
If what I'm saying, okay, then what's the under of 17.5 outs for Reese Olson at ESPN?
Minus 130. I don't know. Maybe they're fucking up. Something's wrong there. But that's what.
So the best price is BetMGM.
That's what Pickett is saying. BetMGM is the best odds.
Okay. I don't hate it against a slightly banged up Padres offense.
Holy fuck, this coffee is so bad. Oh my god.
Where'd you get it from?
It's burnt as fuck. Starbucks.
Really?
Dude,
I've been getting Starbucks the last couple days. It's been money.
It's so nice when it's money, but today, what did they even write? Look at this, Han. I know you can't see the camera, but look at what the fuck they wrote. Like, what is that? Emjo? EMJO? I meant to say enjoy. That ain't say no fucking enjoy, motherfucker. What the hell?
Sometimes I get enjoy. I got a smiley face on mine today. I don't know if you.
Whenever it's a smiley face or it's like a message written, it's always gas. I always know it's like the one woman.
Enjoy is like it's like a passive aggressive enjoy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you enjoy this motherfucker. It sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Spit in my fucking face. Anyway, Cleveland.
All right.
Why am I looking at Cleveland? Hold on. Anyway,
we already went through Cleveland.
Yeah, we already went through Cleveland. Sorry, in shambles now. That coffee really fucked me up. We'll keep it pushing.
It's all good.
Philly. Okay, Phillies, Mets. Okay, I got stuff for this. Nice. Phillies minus 104, over under 7.5. You can get it either for a little bit of juice. Mets are plus 100. Money lines on Phillies. Spread is on the Mets. Totals on the over. Sorry, totals on the under, barely. 53%. Wheeler and Peterson are on the mound. I'm taking or what I did take last night, which I posted, was Peterson under 17.5 outs. Where you can get it, I got it at 16.5 for plus 100. You can get it 17.5 for juice, and you can get it 16.5 now for minus 115. So we got some value secured on that. I like that. I'll tell you, hold on, I'll tell you my reasoning, but I also like to pair that. I don't have to parlay it, but I took it as 2 straights with Phillies money line. So I like those 2 spots. Obviously, Phillies are favored, but I like them to kind of a just a system play. You know, David Peterson's gone under this line 2 of his 4 starts, facing a red hot Phillies lineup, ranked 2nd in both. What the fuck song just came on in my eardrums? Wise ass in my eardrums. Hold the fuck on. All right, sorry. Hold on. Recalibrate back. All right. Facing a red-hot Phillies lineup, which ranks 2nd in both weighted runs created and on-base percentage versus left-handed pitchers this season. They also walk the 6th most, which can inflate obviously Peterson's pitch count early, which I think is going to happen. They also don't strike out to lefties. 27th in ground ball fly ball ratio. So it should be some fewer quick outs and more extended at bats. And again, the Phillies are trying to avoid the 3-0 sweep, so I really like take the Phillies here in the system play.
Okay.
That's the outs and Phillies money line thought process for Guttis.
David Peterson. He's actually gone over that line. He's gone 6 innings more than I thought he would have when you first said it. But I think dude just gets a lot of ground balls, and maybe the line's just high because the Phillies don't strike out a lot. Like, they just expect that going to be like a ton of, quick count or like low pitch count at bat or something.
Yeah, I mean, he went under this line in 46% of games last year. So it's like, in 64% of games last year.
But towards the end of the year, I don't think he was starting, was he?
He wasn't. So it's a little bit like of an inflated number. It's probably more around 50, but
yeah,
I like the spots for sure.
Dude, I thought you were going to be on Wheeler strikeouts because he's a guy like Rodon who I feel like we've just been taking every week. He just crushes, dude. I mean, his line is 6.5 now.
I'm just kind of nervous about the Mets.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like Wheeler is just one of those dudes who can punch out any lineup, and also, I mean, again, different lineup this year than last year, but did have games against the Mets last year of 8 and 9 strikeouts. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like, I mean, looking at the batter versus pitcher matchup, we have some dudes in here who strike out a lot versus Zach Wheeler, and dude's just rolling right now. He's a dude that I could definitely ladder. Feel like you can, for plus 162 over 7.5 strikeouts.
Yeah, no, you definitely can ladder him for sure.
Man, I think I'm definitely going to end up on Wheeler strikeouts. Whether or not I ladder it will be a different story, but like Zach Wheeler, keep the streak going. Keep him sending them back to the pine packing.
Drew said Phillies first 5 money line, and then Murphy. What's the odds of that? Murphy minus 140, minus 135. It's just too juicy for Murphy. A little bit too juicy for Murphy, but I'm still taking Phil's. First 5 Phil's money line minus 1. That's still juicy, Drew. What the fuck are you talking about? Minus 128. I'd like to take the full game. Anyway, that's where we're at. I definitely get on the Wheeler strikeouts for sure.
All right, dub.
Again, baby. All right, Cincinnati Reds, Miami Marlins. Reds plus 105, over under 8.5. Money's with the Cincy, spreads with Cincy, totals on the over. Singer and Sandy on the mound.
Yeah, this one I wrote down. I mean, okay, so Brady Singer has been having a pretty good year this year. I feel like I've faded him a couple times this year, and that has not paid off. So I'm probably just going to stay away from Singer. I don't think he's as good as he's been this year. But again, you're going up against the Marlins offense, like probably going to have another good outing. Sandy is off to a little bit of a rocky start this year. I was looking at under. Is it 60 now? Okay, there's a set. There's two lines. I was kind of looking at under 17 and a half outs for minus 120. I don't believe he's gone 6 innings so far this year. I'm gonna double check that. And obviously, like, the Reds offense has just been fucking humming right now, so this could just be a bad time to face the Reds. Yeah, the most he's gotten is 17 outs against Washington. Got fucking shelled by Philly last time out. Only made it 2 innings. How many earned runs do you get? 6 earned runs in 2 innings. So I don't know. I think that's the direction I'm leaning for this game. Don't feel super strongly about it. Minus 120 is, I think, a fair price, and I think he probably doesn't go 6 in this one. There is an alternative under could dabble with under 16 and a half outs for even odds.
Where are you seeing the
But I think
odds
that's
for the you said minus 120?
Yeah, DK.
All right.
Right now, I'm only looking at DK and DraftKings. There might even be a better number out there.
No, it's everything's at minus 120, minus 120, minus 125. Oh, ESPN bet with minus 115. Of course, the GOAT. Tony finally signed up. Everyone's on the money line for Cincy right now. I see like it's almost double the next closest in picks for this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just a hot team right now, you know?
Hot team.
I like that they have Marte
dogs.
batting 5th. He's been a dude who is kind of raking like a really highly touted prospect. Got popped for PEDs last year.
He's back.
I feel
on
like
him
he
and
was
cooking.
struggling. What's that?
So now he's back on him and cooking.
yeah. He found a new one that goes under the radar.
Yeah, he found. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the lineup, and they're doing well. Fucking kind of sucks that Austin Hayes is out of the lineup, but yeah.
All right.
I mean, wait, what was the price for the Reds money line?
Plus 100. Technically could be dog of the day.
That do feel like it could be.
All right, we'll keep it pushing though. We'll go past the 1 o'clock games. Orioles, Nationals. We do have Baltimore minus 129, Nationals plus 122, over under 9.5. Totals on Baltimore, spreads on Baltimore. Or sorry, money lines on Baltimore. Excuse me. Ooh. Spreads on Baltimore, totals on the over. Trevor Williams and Tommy, whatever the fuck, Sagano. I don't know. On the mound.
Moyuki Sagano.
Tommy Yuki. Yeah, it's gutters would never get that.
What's funny is I don't know why I call him Tommy too. His first
Like
name is
that.
definitely not.
No, not at all. Like definitely not. But
I don't know
it's
why I
whatever.
call him Tommy Sagano. I do too. I thought I was like I fucking
No.
his name all the time. It's not
Anyway.
Tommy Sagano.
We keep pushing.
Good old
We have
Tom.
the Italian Tommy Sagano on the mound. Tommy Sagano, how you doing?
Italian. Tommy Sagano.
And Trevor Williams. All right, where are you at for this game, Baltimore and Nationals?
I got to stay away from this game. I've backed Trevor Williams in his last 2 starts, and it has not come through. I know Trevor Williams is like a terrible fucking pitcher, but the dude has made a career from like overperforming his expected metrics. And I thought like 15 and a half outs was pretty low for a dude that, you know, throughout his career has been able to eat innings. And, you know, I think he's gone 5 innings in each of his last starts. So I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at 15 and a half outs again for like plus 130 or whatever it is. I was like, dude, it just looks too good. But I don't think I'm gonna do it. I've been burned by it too many times.
All right.
This is gonna be the time where he goes 6 innings, but I'm not gonna do it against the Orioles. He couldn't do it against the fucking like Pirates or something, whatever it was last time. Like, I'm not doing it again.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I'd stay away from this game. I don't really have anything for this game. I tried to find I was looking at it last night. I was going through like all the games for hitter props. I couldn't find shit in this one that I liked. I was trying to look at like Adley or something, but couldn't find shit. So
Fine.
We'll go. We'll
Do a
keep
quick-
pushing. Unless you want to go over something here.
Tommy Sagano plus 120 for 16 outs.
Bet on the Italian. How you doing?
You might have to do it for the fucking brand. Had 21 outs against Cleveland last time.
Just posting like Twitter. Just we're betting on the Italian. Who the fuck? What? Let me look at it.
Sagano, I think that's a pretty good value, plus 120 to get 16 outs in this one.
You said, yeah. Yeah, he did go 21 versus Cleveland. Holy shit. Only 87 pitches, too. I mean, that's kind of nuts. 21, 87 pitches. It's wild. 0 walks. I mean, I feel like that's just an outlier as fuck. Washington.
Yeah, I mean, both these pitchers are sketchy as fuck. Like, I should probably just stay away.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from
that
the Italian stallion, but...
I can get enticed by some plus money plays with these two, but I probably shouldn't. After the day I had yesterday, I need to get right. I need to focus up.
One buddy who's in the Discord hit me up, and he was like, every time I look at Tony's like thing, and I tail, he goes -7 units. Every time I don't tail, he goes +7 units, and it's just the most roller coaster feeling of all time.
I don't know how it's happening. How I can't just have like a middling day.
Dude, it is honestly hilarious.
I have like 7 or 8. I'll have like 7 to 10 plays like every day, but it's just crazy that it's never like a 4-3 day. You know what? Had a good time watching baseball. Like didn't really do nothing. Like at the end of the day, it didn't really mean anything. Just enjoyed a couple games. You know, it's either like I either go to bed like so fucking excited and like so proud of myself, or just fucking miserable.
Dude, it's so fun. It's like -4.5, +6, +3.
Dude, and what's crazy is like I feel like it's been happening so much that whatever the first bet is, if that one hits, I'm like, my day is made. And if it misses, I'm like, my day's ruined. For some reason, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's streaky.
+7, 8,
Streaky is better.
You went down the day before that, -7.2. Oh my god, it's actually hilarious. It's actually a roller coaster. If you tail Tony, you're getting one or the other, and there's no in between.
No, but yesterday was a minus. Yesterday was a huge minus day. So I think today
that means you're due
probably
to
get
cash
good
out.
There. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Today might be the day you want to tail me.
Today's the first day you're gonna go 4-3. How about it?
Maybe. I'm due for a middling day.
Anyway, we'll keep it pushing here. Where we at? Mariners, Red Sox. Mariners +126. Red Sox -134. Over under is 9.5. 10.5. You can get it for money lines on Boston. Spreads on Boston. Total is on the over. And Hancock and Newcomb. That sounds so not PG for me to say that in a row. And they're on the mounds today. So.
Yep. One play I was looking at was Emerson Hancock to go under. I believe it was 3.5 strikeouts. Looks like -105 is around the price that it is. He did get 4 against Cincinnati, and I took the under of 3.5 then, so obviously burned me there. But this is a dude that normally doesn't get a whole bunch of swing and miss in his stuff. Only striking out 14.8% of his batters this year. Again, only 1 start. So, 4 strikeouts in 5 2/3 inning. But last year in 60 innings was also at pretty much the same rate, 14.7 strikeouts. So, Boston's a tough lineup. They're a team that against right-handed hitters, they got some dudes who have some swing and miss in their game, but I feel like they should be able to take advantage of Hancock in Fenway. So I'm probably going to wait for confirmed lineups, but I think there's a pretty good chance I end up on the under there.
All right. Yeah, it definitely seems like a good spot. I'm not on it myself, but I can see the appeal for you. So,
-105.
-105, good value. So come give me. I'm trying to look it up on Prop Side Cash real quick, just so I can see. the stats.
Trying to find his. Yeah.
All right, yeah, not bad.
Like
Yeah,
even the dudes in the lineup who have a higher strikeout rate, like Trevor Story, Carlos Narvaez, just not like totally worried about him against Hancock.
yeah, no, I'm not really worried about it either. No, I think it's a good spot for sure. I like it. Any
We'll have to see.
other?
We'll have to see who's batting.
Yeah, I was low key. Where is it? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Oh, we got juiced. Fuck. Last
Which one?
night, Devers was at minus 130 or minus 125 for over 1.5 HRR, and I was like, dude, it's looks good in the matchup with the pitch mixes, and now he's at minus 160, so that's actually chalked. But rip the dream. I thought I was gonna get some there. Yeah, I was too late. Noted it, but didn't play it. That's on me. Right hand of the big man. Gotta be better. All right, we can move on then. That was the only thing I was really looking at.
I'm done.
All right. All right, Stain. Dodgers, Cubs. Dodgers are minus 103. Cubs minus 107. Over under 9.5 and 9. Money lines on Dodgers. Spread is on Chicago and totals on the over. The only person we got to rock with is Matthew Boyd right now.
Yeah, it
So,
looks like Matt Sauer is pitching for the Dodgers. I'm not even totally sure who that is. Looks like he only threw 16 innings last year. He has 1 2/3 inning this year. So really not much to go off of here. I'm assuming he's an opener. Assuming he's probably going to have 1, maybe 2 innings. So kind of hard to bet on anything there. Matthew Boyd, I think, is. I don't hate what Matthew Boyd's doing this year. You know, didn't have a lot of faith in him going into this year, but he's navigating like the crafty veteran he is. So you know what? You wanted to back Matthew Boyd? Talk me into it. If I get a feels good on Matthew Boyd
against the Dodgers?
yeah, I mean,
What you backing?
I don't know, dude. I mean, he had a game against the Dodgers this year, didn't he? I feel like
Yeah, he had 18 outs.
he went 6 innings.
18 outs, 7 Ks, 3 walks, 4 hits.
That's what I'm saying.
3 earned
Not bad.
runs. No, not bad at all. The fact that he went 18 outs is kind of nuts. How many pitches?
6 innings, 4 hits.
All right.
I would argue his best game this year was against the Dodgers.
Definitely was. Outside of his 3 earned runs, I mean.
No, that's fair. You're so right, actually. He shut out Arizona and San Diego.
Yeah, no. Show. I would say that's probably
Yeah,
better.
dude. I mean, Matthew Boyd's underlying metrics even look pretty good, which is surprising. So,
All right, maybe people can back Matthew Boyd, but I'm not. But
yeah, no, it's definitely like not something. It's not how I want to live my life, but like, I respect people who do.
yeah, it's fair. All right, we'll keep it pushing because we don't really have much to work with in this game. Rockies and Royals. Rockies plus 167, Royals minus 181, over under 8.5 and 9. Everything's on Kansas City. And the over. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, Rockies at this point are just the absolute fucking boats.
Yeah, they're back to the
So-
road. They started hot, and we were like, holy fuck. They're gonna get 40 wins.
Dude, remember preseason? I think we were talking about taking their win total over
We took their under.
the Rockies.
I did. Yeah, 54.5.
I don't think I did.
Was it the Rockies? Oh, no, you're talking about their over. Sorry. I'm thinking of White Sox. Apologies.
Yeah, we took the White Sox.
Yeah, we took the
Yeah,
White
yeah,
Sox under. The Rockies, we should have. But
We should
almost
have,
talked
dude.
the
This team
over.
is fucking tragic.
Yeah, we were like, oh, they can get hot. Yeah, no, they can't. They suck.
I thought their offense would be better than it is. It's not. It's fucking terrible. And even like this game is not in Colorado, but even in games in Colorado, like I still don't have faith in this offense. So Michael Lorenzen, not a huge fan of. You know, kind of a normal Michael Lorenzen season so far. I like obviously he can take advantage of the one of the easiest matchups here for sure, but it's hard for me to be like I think the Rockies can score some runs here. I was looking at the over. I think it's 4.5 in the first 5. I think that feels pretty good. I think the over in the full game feels good considering how bad the Rockies pitching is in their bullpen.
Yeah, over 4.5 first 5, I like a lot. Minus 115 Getting good value there as well.
Yeah. Things I wrote down: Marquez over 2.5 earned runs, under 3.5 strikeouts, under 15.5 outs. Lorenzen's outs are at 17.5. I thought that was pretty high. Like
Marquez's
again,
ERA right now is 8.27.
that's Marquez's.
Am I reading that right? Holy shit.
No, it's bad. To be
Yeah,
fair though,
that
I
is-
do think Marquez's schedule has been really hard. I think like he got fucked up by the Dodgers and the Padres.
His ERA in
And the
away
A's
games is a
didn't feel-
9.53.
Marquez has actually had like a fucking gauntlet of a schedule so far, but he has obviously like an 8 ERA or whatever, and his underlying metrics don't look good either. I was looking at him this morning. 25th percentile xERA, 22nd percentile xBA.
Against the
So-
Dodgers, he pitched half of an inning and gave up 7 runs.
Yeah, wasn't pretty.
That's
So
insane.
obviously, like the Royals' offense is a much easier opponent, but yeah, I still just don't have a ton of faith in Marquez, and feel like he could let up. I mean, his potential is a disaster, right? Like he could let up a ton of runs, but I think Lorenzen also is kind of due to let up some runs here. So over 5. Honestly, I'd probably just rather stick with the full game, go full game over 8.5.
Yeah, it's not bad. 8.5 isn't a bad spot. Minus 118. I'm seeing it at minus 118.
What's
All right.
maybe team total? Maybe looking at a team total. I think the reason why I wanted to do full game was because Lorenzen could just like accidentally have a good game against the Rockies.
You're talking about Kansas City. What's the best team total?
Yeah,
4.5 or minus
There's
125.
4.5 minus 125. Dude, I mean, yeah, I'd be down.
All right.
I don't.
That's not- the juice is a
4.5.
little bit, but nothing crazy. 125 ain't bad.
And then the over of the full game is minus 118.
Yeah,
Okay.
not too far off.
Yeah. Royals over 4.5 feels good for sure. I might double down and take full game. Might wait to see the actual lineup, make sure nothing stupid happens, but definitely I'm going to write that one down. I feel like I'm for sure going to end up on something there.
All right. Blue Jays, Astros going to be our next game. Minus 101 for the Blue Jays, minus 104 for the Astros. AKH is a dead even race. Over under 8.5. Money line split right down the center. Spread is with Houston. Totals on the over. Gusto and Francis are on the mounds. Got any feelings on this game on my beloved Blue Jays?
Yeah, so Gusso's like he's kind of a hard dude to cap because you don't know exactly how long he's going to go. Just in this season, he started like as a opener, only throwing like 25, 29 pitches in his first couple outings. And then, his last 2 games, his pitch counts is up in the 70s. So I'm assuming he's going to go like a full starter at this point. I feel like they've made that transition with him, in which case I kind of like his over of 3.5 strikeouts. It's a pretty low line, and he's a dude that has eclipsed this line even in games where he had a really short leash. Like he had, I'm seeing 4 strikeouts against the Dodgers with only 29 pitches. He had 4 strikeouts against Minnesota with only 42 pitches, and then 6 against the Angels. That's a pretty easy matchup and was a full starter. Only 2 against San Diego, but they're a really good team at avoiding strikeouts. So, Toronto's another team that does a good job at avoiding strikeouts, but I just think if you're going to get like 4 innings from Gusto, I think he could probably find his way to 4 strikeouts.
Yeah. I don't have anything pitcher-wise. I'm going against Gusto. And in fact, I want to take Andy Santander minus 115 to go over 1.5 HRR. Feels like a really good matchup for him. Right-handed pitchers, he's obviously hitting better against. Again, he's a switch hitter, so he's going on both sides of the plate. His split, Gusto's split against left-handed batters is significantly worse, giving up a 389 batting average compared to a 238 on the other side. So obviously we favor lefties. Also, he gives up just a higher ISO against lefties. On the other side, Santander against right-handed batters hits a higher average, has more doubles, along with another again a better ISO. Again, he's struggling this year for sure, so it's like hard to really bet on him. But recently, he's been getting hot. I would say hotter than he started out super cold. Has hit over on this line in 5 of his last 8 games, so I feel like it's pretty good odds for him to keep a little bit hotter of a bet and to crush this line.
I don't hate it. Kind of like it. Another one I was looking at kind of briefly was Bowden Francis under 4.5 strikeouts. Obviously, Astros are a team that pretty good at avoiding strikeouts. They have some dudes with a decent amount of swing and miss in their lineup, like Brandon Rogers, Cam Smith, but don't hate it.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. We'll keep it pushing. Next play we got is White Sox and Twins. I do have a play for this one. White Sox are plus 223 in this one, over under 8.5. Spread is with Minnesota. Spreads with White Sox. Totals on the over and the money lines with Minnesota. Festa and Brees Wilson are on the mound. I am taking David Festa to go under 1.5 HRR. 1.5 ER. Earned runs.
There we go.
So, yeah, I just my brain lagged. Got onto this line in 2 straight starts. Obviously, allowing 0 runs with Tigers and the Mets. 2 teams with hot bats, so it makes me feel more confident. Now face, obviously, the White Sox, where we know how bad they are at everything. I don't really need to go through their rankings like I did in the write-up. They also strike out the 3rd most and rank 10th in ground ball to fly ball ratio. So he should have some quick, easy outs. Pitch count should be limited. He's averaging just about 60 pitches over the last 2 starts. So I feel like this is going to be a really good spot to get the under here. As I don't think he's going to go deep in this game. I think there's going to be some pretty quick outs. Should lead to a pretty big dub.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
So it's good value.
Yeah, I do kind of worry that Festa is like getting better results than he actually is. I really do like David Festa, but I think he's more of like a strikeout artist than he is actually like good at limiting runs. I mean, his xERA, xBA, pretty bad so far in this year, but has a lot of good strikeout stuff in his arsenal. So I'm really interested in taking his over 5.5. But like you said, dude has a really short leash so far. So how deep into this game he's going to go is kind of up in the air. I feel like eventually, if he keeps pitching the way he does, like he will get that longer leash. Just the Twins are so conservative with how long they let their starters go. So yeah, kind of interested in the Festa K prop for sure. But don't know if I'm going to end up being on it. I mean, his pitch counts in his last couple games have been pretty low, 64 and 76. And that's off like doing really well too, like he was essentially he hasn't let up a run yet. And, had a very quick trigger to pull him out in only 4 innings.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Festa, I need you to cook here, kid. I need you to lock in for me. Just one time for the boys.
White Sox, man.
Just figure it out. It's just
good matchup.
It's just the White Sox. Just figure it out.
It's just the White Sox.
Just figure it out. We took their under on the season total. Let's just get them done.
Get a fucking dub.
Yeah, just get it fucking done. Pirates Angels is up next. 9:38. That's a very specific first pitch. Pirates plus 120. Angels minus 130. Over under 8.5. Total is with the over. Spreads of Pirates, money lines with the Angels. Jack, how the fuck? Yeah, I ain't doing that. Andrew Henny on the
Chenowitz.
Chenowitz, yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
We need
if
to
that's how you say it.
Italianize his name somehow.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's who's on the mound. The German guy, and then Andrew Henny.
Yeah, dude. Andrew Heaney's fucking cooking this year. It's super fucking surprising. Was not expecting that from him. He obviously has a 2.13 ERA, 4 starts, 22 strikeouts, and 25 innings. Like, His underlying metrics don't look bad either. xERA in the 70th percentile. Not walking dudes, getting a decent amount of strikeouts, really limiting hard contact. So Andrew Heaney's not at, like, I don't really want to fade Andrew Heaney right here. Kind of like what Kochanowicz can do. His season hasn't gone great so far, but last year he was like just a quality start dude, would give you like 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs earned, like not bad. And against the Pirates lineup, like I was trying to find ways to back the Angels today, but I don't think the price was there, especially with how good Andrew Heaney has been. And so I wrote down Kochanowicz over 16.5 outs, also under Ks. Kind of opposing thoughts there. The more batters you face, the more likely you're gonna strike a dude out. But Kochanowicz, at least last year, was a dude whose ground ball rate was in the 94th percentile, 98th percentile walk rate. Only 3.8% of his batters are getting walked. So if you're getting a shit ton of ground balls, not walking dudes, like you're gonna go deep into games like he normally does, or at least last year normally does. And then his strikeout rate is at 9.4%. So first percentile number. So maybe there's a little bit of a parlay we can do there, over 16.5 outs, but under 3.5 Ks.
Down. Sounds good to me.
What's
the odds of that if you parlay it?
I'm not sure. I was looking at the Pirates strikeout lineup. Like they got some dudes who strike out a ton, especially at the top of their lineup. Like Cruz and Reynolds strikeout numbers are kind of high, but against Kochanowicz, I feel like they'll fare pretty well. It's tough. Like I feel like Kochanowicz could go 6 innings with only like 1 strikeout. I think he literally did that the other day. I think I took his under 3.5 his last outing, and dude was just in there all day long, not
and
striking
you're like,
out.
he's gotta strike out 1 more. Come on.
Yeah. 1 against Texas, 1 against Houston.
Just get him out of the state of Texas and he'll be fine.
What's that?
Just
stay in Texas. Yeah.
Just get him out of the state of Texas and he'll be fine. He's in Houston. He's in Texas. Just get him out of there.
Yeah.
Get him back in Cali. He'll cook again.
Yeah. So I think those are my 2 leans there.
Yeah, it's good spots. I don't have any leans for this game. So we'll stick with your 2. If you guys want plays in that game, we have 3 games left. Let's fire through them. Tampa Bay Rays, Arizona Diamondbacks, over 8.5, under 9, plus 140, minus 143. Totals on Arizona, spreads on Arizona, totals on the Ova Jehovah. And Taj Bradley's on the mound with Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, dude. Erod kind of having an interesting season so far. I mean, his ERA is up at 4.09. His xERA is way down at 2.88. Also just striking out a ton of fucking batters, 30.2%. I think I really like Erod's strikeout line here. Let me pull it up on props real quick.
5.5 plus 110. What I'm seeing at
5.5. I mean, 12 strikeouts against Washington, 9 against Miami. Those are 2 teams that, are susceptible to strikeouts for sure. But, against left-handed pitching,
Arizona recently has been struggling. 11th most strikeouts.
Well, this is Tampa.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay. Just looking at left-handed pitching, though, like super limited sample size in the 2025 season, but Morel, 45%. Jansen's up at 34%. Aranda is high. Like, fucking Curtis Meade's at 29%. So, I think Erod could have a fucking day in the strikeout department.
Dude, you look through the 2 through the 5 of them. 29, 24, 41, 26. Like, those 4 alone. 36 with Jose.
Yeah, it's going to be... this is definitely a lineup you're going to probably want to wait to see what they do. Like, they could play Chandler Simpson, who I feel like they probably will. He's not, or I guess he's slated to be the 9-hitter this time. But yeah, I mean, he's a dude who will probably have a ton of swing and miss against Erod. So, yeah, there's some matchups in here who I feel like are just caked against Erod, but we'll see. He could be a dude. He could be a dude that we could ladder because his strikeouts have been so high this year.
Oh yeah, well 12
Yeah,
and 9
so.
for sure.
His line's at 5.5. You said?
Yeah, 5.5. Plus
Be down for a 5.5 and a 6.5 for Erod.
You could for 6.5. You're getting in the 200s.
Duh. Plus 215 for 7 strikeouts. Hit it 50% of the time this year.
Facts. Might as well go all the way up to 9. Hit it 50% of the times this year. How you down?
Wait, what's his plus 420 for 8? Is that what I'm looking at? Or wait, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 strikeouts.
Plus 400.
I'd rather do that than like a home run call.
Really?
Hell yeah, dude. I feel like some dudes you betting on to hit a home run for like Shohei's like at plus 150, dude.
Oh yeah. Fair. He's like guaranteed.
Just saying.
He's like a lockety to get a nuke. All right.
That shit's free.
It's literally free. It's a lockety lock. All right.
For those brave souls out there, Erod 8+ strikeouts, 425 on DK. Mad respect.
Should we take it like sprinkle a little something?
Maybe.
Should we ladder it?
Dude, the ladder does not feel bad with Erod today. 5.5
We
for
would
even
so
money.
Get burned.
We should. Okay, I'll
bet 4 through like 6 innings.
Nah.
And be like pissed.
I'll know when the Rays confirm a lineup, but 5.5 might be like the most free thing on the board today.
All right, you should
6.5, extraordinarily good value. 7.5 probably won't happen, but like way too much plus money to maybe not also take one more step on the ladder.
Yeah, and then we're going all the way up to 10 for the funsies. All right, Brewers, Giants. Brewers plus 125, Giants plus 135, over under 6.5 and 7. Totals on the under. Money lines on San Francisco. Spreads 50-50 straight down the center. Peralta and Webb are on the mounds. Your beloved Giants. After we cash out on Rodriguez, where are we going with the Giants?
Yeah, this was a tough game to find anything that I really liked here. Total at 6.5. Like, I get it. Peralta and Webb are a couple of dogs, but it does also feel really low. Don't know if I love the over, but definitely would lean that way. I think I wrote down Logan Webb over 18.5 outs. Let me pull that up real quick. Just only did it in 44% of his games last year. Done it twice this year against Houston and Cincinnati. Plus 116. Don't hate the value.
I see it right here for plus 130.
Oh, really? I'm looking at
130
props
on DK.
cash. Okay. Plus 130, dude?
Plus
Is that the best
130,
one?
Pretty good value. Yeah, it is.
Okay. I think that I could be down for that. 130?
So
It's a tall line, obviously. Webb's been good this year, though, dude. He's striking out a lot more batters than he normally does. We'll see if he can keep that up, but changeup's kind of back with him, getting a shit ton of ground balls. 90th percentile in strikeout percentage.
Yeah, he's been cooking.
Yeah.
I like Webb a lot, too, just as a player in general.
Logan Webb at home, you shitting me? He's getting 27 outs today.
He's played in like all the away games. Damn. He's one
All
home
games have
game,
been
he
away.
said it. Outside of Cincinnati.
One home game against Cincinnati.
And he had 21.
21.
21. All right. I like Webb, though. It's a good spot for staying. Now, we have
I don't hate. I think I was also looking at over 3.5 runs in the first 5. I think that was plus 100. Like, I just kind of feel like you can get a blow-up start from, like, Freddie Peralta. Maybe Webb lets up a couple, too. Like, I think it's a low line. And for the for plus 100, I think it's definitely an interesting play.
Yeah, no, that definitely seems like a good spot. Yeah, no, for 3.5 is just so like it's insane.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We have to wait for the finalized shit for these. They're so late. That's like a lot of lineups to come out yet. Rangers Athletics at 10:05. Like you're already asleep at this point.
Yeah, no fucking thanks.
Rangers Athletics minus 104. We need to go to the West Coast. Cali calling our names, huh?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, imagine watching this game at 7. You're done by 10. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's all sports.
That's
all like
nice.
that.
But then again, like the game,
Basketball, baseball,
the
doesn't
12
matter.
o'clock game's at like 10. Let's kind of let you wake up baseball right there.
Yeah. Wake up, bake, baseball.
Wake up, big baseball, babes. That's lit.
There you go.
All right. Rangers minus 104, over under 9.5, 9. Money line 51% on Texas. Spread with Athletics. Totals on the under. Rocker and JP Sears. Everyone is taking Rocker to go over 3.5 strikeouts. Apparently.
Really?
Apparently that's where everyone's at, but it's like super juiced now, so probably why.
I was gonna, dude. I'm looking at the under 4.5, which is also plus 112, I think, unless you see a better number.
For Rocker?
I mean, he under. Oh wait, no,
I was gonna say he's at minus
lying.
140. He's staying.
Damn. All Kumar Rocker's stats are fucking, not stats. All of his lines are fucking dumb. His outs are like 14.5, like minus 175.
I mean, it's because he kind of fucking stinks.
Yeah, but like going he's gonna go 5 innings.
You say that till he doesn't.
He's looked better.
Yeah.
Like obviously his first
He went 21
his
versus
first
the
start was a
Angels.
disaster, but yeah.
So right there when his first start came, you're like, dude, I'm on Kumar Rocker right now. Gets absolutely doors blown off.
So bad.
It happens. His
Yeah,
hits
I
allowed.
mean,
He's gone over 4 games this year. If you want to go over 4. Oh wait, it's minus 170. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
dude.
this is insane. It's
But
diabolical.
I mean, you got Kumar Rocker and JP Sears on the other side, who is also just ultra inconsistent. Like this game, the range of outcomes for this game is insane. With that being said, I did write down Sears under strikeouts. What's his number at?
4.5. Minus
4.5. What's the best price for 4.5?
Minus 118.
Mm,
Not bad.
I don't think it's bad. Gonna have to see who's in their starting lineup.
He
Kinda looks like.
Hey, listen. Patterns say 7-2, 7-2. You're due for 7. According to his season so far. He's at 7 Ks, 2 Ks, 7 Ks, 2 Ks. So if the pattern
not good.
continues, you're due for 7 Ks.
That's not what I want to hear. I wanted to take his under.
I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you what I see.
Yeah, no, you right. Patterns are patterns. I don't get it though. Like against Colorado, 2 strikeouts. Against the White Sox, 2 strikeouts.
So
Like he got 7 against Seattle, but that's in Seattle.
So maybe
Like,
you
that's a
want him
fucking
to have a
money
tougher matchup, and then he cooks.
I guess so. 7
Mets,
against
7?
the Mets. What the fuck are the Mets doing, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like you just need a heavy hitting lineup. All right, Stain, but we do need a dog of the day. We do need a
All right,
dog of
Dan.
the day. I think I want to go Reds. I get it's not a big dog, but it's still a dog. Plus money is still dog.
Let me look at these. Let me look at all the dogs real quick. Sorry, who'd you say you wanted?
Reds. Get some Marlins.
Reds. I think that's a strong contender for sure. Ooh, bro, I don't want to do this, but dude, the Dodgers might be. Are the Dodgers dogs right now?
I mean, I'm minus 105.
Oh,
I feel
never
like
mind.
when you're minus, you can't be like the Cubs
Nah,
are.
you're not a dog.
Cubs are minus 110.
Yeah, no,
That's
they're
like-
not dogs. They're not dogs. Yeah, dude. Honestly, might just be red season. Just keep
Reds,
back in the
Pirates.
fucking red.
We could go
Dude, I don't hate the Pirates.
Pirates plus 120.
Yeah, Andrew Heaney has just been like way too fucking nice with it right now.
Yeah, I think my heart says the Reds. So.
I think I'd also rather go Reds over Pirates. Just because, like, if we back the Pirates and Andrew Heaney fucking sucks like he's fucking due to be, like, I'm gonna be so pissed. But that being said, Andrew Heaney owes me a couple units, so maybe I'll just back him.
He'll be like, oh, fuck, Tony needs it. Okay, I got it. Let me call
Yeah. It's like I faded you last time. I'm gonna back you this time, but you have to deliver.
He's like, all right.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm not a huge fan of Brady Singer, but Miami's offense is kind of shitty. They're doing some interesting things with Ramirez behind the dish now, and kind of like Wagaman, but it's still like comparatively just like a pretty bad fucking offense.
Yeah. All right, we'll go Reds. Dog of the day.
Barely a dog, but we gonna take it. Probably also let's just take Reds. Guardians are interesting. I think plus 140 is like a little too much of like a dog for the Guardians here, but in terms of who I actually think like is probably like should be favored and win their game, that's got to be the Reds.
All right. I'm down.
All right.
Sounds good,
Get in the
Steve.
Discord, everyone. Everyone get in the Discord. All final bets will be there.
Facts. All final bets will be in the Discord. Make sure to like, subscribe, all sort of fun shit down below, and we will catch you again tomorrow. So why are we doing the live to tape? Was that Friday? It's
Tomorrow, yes. Oh, no.
Tomorrow's regular live. So we'll be back regular live tomorrow. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, all sort of fun shit down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
It's that young nigga shit. I might pull up to your bitch like reel it in. I got the bag. Tell a friend she got some ass. Bring it in. Bitch, I'm the new CNN. Yeah.